6:30 in Dubai right now on a Friday. It's been a great weekend. Been focusing on different areas in our business. Been focusing on how we can improve our services even more for our clients. Always analyzing what clients are saying, or analyzing always what clients are giving us feedback to. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about different things that we're working in our agency right now. I'm going to be talking about how we're closing many clients every single month, how we're keeping a very high close rate, how we're going to scale the next couple of months on the exact steps that we're going to do, and the exact steps and processes, how I actually manage to close clients, and how the clients actually comes through, what sources, what platforms do we use today to close as many clients as possible, so we're closing more clients on the capacity that we have, on the systems that we've set up and relied on in our company right now. So one of the first few things that we have now set up for in our agency is that we also now have a client relations manager. So every first of every month, or every second month of the first day of every second month, we make sure that we're sending an email or sending a message to every client that we have and ask them about very specific questions, about the service, specific questions about how we've communicated, how has the service been for you as a client. So we make sure that we're getting the right feedback from the clients on if there's anything we can improve on. And we let our clients know very, very loud and clear when we get them onboarded, and say if there's anything you feel like something is lacking, if there's something that you want us to do or improve on, always let us know. And right now, with looking into these things, always asking questions, what can we constantly improve? What can we constantly improve? You're constantly perfecting and tailoring the perfect service. And that is what we managed to do. So for example, every second month of the first day of the month, we're asking these questions. So we're getting a bunch of answers. A lot of these clients are very, very happy, but there's always things to improve, right? There's always things that you can improve on every single business. And I strongly believe if you're running a business, running a company right now, you should always ask every single client, every single customer that you have gotten through somebody that has purchased from you, or somebody that has purchased your service or product or whatever, always ask every single customer to see if there's something you can improve. If you find a little piece of thing, it can be a small thing, it can be a big thing, I don't know, but everything you should look into and consider if there's any changes that you can do. And this is why we're so confident in our service, because we've asked all our clients since we've started. We've asked every client since we started about if there's anything we can improve our service on. So we have perfected it and tailored it, and this takes time. And this is why you can't start a business and run the business and become successful in one day, 1 week. You have to perfect your service for the clients that you're working with and always keep on improving. And that's why, I've been doing this a little bit over 2 years now, and now I confidently say we have the best service in the game. We have the best service, we're the most reliable for the e-commerce, info products, and online coaches that we work with, because we have perfected our service and tailored the specific solutions for all different types of brands, all different types of info products, all types of different types of online coaches, tailored specific for their problems and needs. Right? So that's the first thing. That's going to be always the most important thing. Do not get more clients if you do not have if you do not have the best service yet. You cannot go and close that many clients if you don't even have proof, if you don't even have case studies, testimonials to show for, because then it's going to be very, very difficult. So first off, before you even start and think of starting a business, of running a business, you should always learn and perfect your service. So you're perfecting your service for the clients and for the service that the clients you serve. Alright, so that's always going to be very, very important. Your service and product has to be the best. If not, you shouldn't even start a business. And the second thing is, we're going to go and dive down a little bit deeper, is the different client acquisition systems that we have in our business. So I'm going to be talking a little about different things on how we managed to close that many clients over the last couple of months. So first off, I just wanted to say that always track everything you do in your business. So let's talk about how we managed to close that many clients and set up these client acquisition systems. So first things you want to track is obviously how many meetings are you setting per month? How many appointments are you setting per month? How many people come up to you? How many times do you get referred from somebody else? All right, you need to track those things. So one of the first things that I do when I write down, when I wake up in the morning, is that I go into this book and I write down my exact goals and how many appointments I want to set today, every month. So for example, if you're tracking every time you're getting an appointment, so you're basically tracking how many appointments you're setting, you should always be tracking also how many of the appointments you're actually closing, right? How many appointments are you actually closing? How many clients are you managing? How many clients are you actually closing every single month? What is your closing rate? And how long are these clients staying for? What is the retention rate of these customers? How long are they staying and how much are they going to pay you? So you always need to analyze these things. What is your monthly retainer? Do you go pure commission based? Do you have a monthly retainer plus a commission based plus a percentage? I don't know. There's many different ways you could track this down. But I would say that you should always create a system that it becomes recurring. So it has to be recurring monthly revenue. It's always going to give you safety in the business, and that is exactly what we've done in our agency. This monthly recurring business, we know exactly how long clients are staying, and we know exactly how much they're paying us every single month. And so we know exactly how many clients we're winning every single month, how many clients we are losing also every single month. So just make sure as an agency that you're winning more clients than you're losing clients. As a marketing agency, you're always going to be losing clients, even though if you have the best service, even if you deliver the best results, you can't simply keep 100% of your clients every single month. It's actually impossible. Just look at the biggest marketing agencies. Just look at the biggest marketing companies in the world. They're losing from 7% up to 15% of their clients every single month, and that is a secret that nobody tells in this agency game. You're losing, every marketing agency, every marketing company out there, they're losing around 7 to 15% of their clients every single month. And then you should ask yourself, should you perfect your service even more, or should you go attack mode and go for more sales? And my answer to that is, you have to do both. You have to do both, and the first thing you have to do, like I said in the start of this video right here, is that you should always ask your clients for feedback. Is there anything you can improve? Is there any problems that occurred? Could we do better? What can we do better? So if you make sure that you're implementing and you're perfecting your service every single month, every single day, you should be good. You should be good. So yeah, that's the first thing. Track everything. Track how many meetings you're setting, and also track how many you're closing. What is your closing rate? So now you will understand, right? Out of 10 meetings, you're closing 1 client, or out of 10 meetings, you're closing 5 clients, right? Then your closing rate is 50%. Then you know exactly how many you're closing. But if you want to scale, you also need to understand how many you're losing and make sure you're winning more clients than you're losing clients. And then the next thing is that you need to track exactly where these meetings and these clients are coming from. Right? I can tell you our exact client acquisition system. So first off, and our most reliable one is always going to be cold outbound through email. Cold outbound through email, where we are sending around 500 to 1,000 emails per day to our direct ideal customer profile. And this is done through AI. This is done through personalization. This is done through a team, through lead scrapers, finding the right amount of leads on the exact niches that we're working with. So we're finding leads on e-commerce brands, specific niches that we've helped before, so we know exactly that we can help them. We tailor the specific message for the specific clients on the specific offer that we have for them, and on the exact solution that we can give them. So when you have a clear offer, your clear messaging, a clear solution, and you go deep into their needs and problems that they have, and you're reaching out to around 1,000 people per day, just think about it. You're gonna close and you're gonna get set a lot of meetings. So from that system alone, we're managing to set around 1 to 3 meetings per day, every single day. So cold outbound through email, through AI, we're booking around 1 to 3 meetings per day. Now, our second client acquisition system, that's going to be cold DMs. So we have appointment setters through Instagram DMs, LinkedIn DMs, Facebook DMs. Right, so we have different appointment setters there. So our goal is to constantly keep scaling with more appointment setters that are qualified, that are good, that has this quality of service, that are really good at following up with new potential clients, talking with new potential clients, and so on. And this generally books us around 0 to 2 meetings per day. Sometimes 0, sometimes 2, sometimes 5. Right? So that system is very, very good. But I have to say, our cold outbound email marketing strategy is way better because our systems are better, our AI tools are way better, and also I can say that we're reaching out to more people through email. And for me in our business, it's always been about more input. If you can do more input, if you can do more than your competitors, if you can do it better than your competitors, and you're testing new things, testing more new things than your competitors are doing, you're always going to win. So first thing is cold email, the second thing is appointment setting through DMs as well. Literally reaching out to potential e-commerce brands, people that are running info products, people that are online coaches running an online coaching business. So we're constantly talking with them and having new conversation with them on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Now, the third thing is going to be cold calling, and this is something new we have managed to just set up in our business. Cold calling has been very, very new to us, and it's been working very, very well. We've been doing this for the last 2 weeks, so it's very new, but we're seeing that we're actually booking around 1 to 2 meetings every single day, consistently as well. And the reason why I think this works so well is because nobody else is doing it. Nobody else is doing it. If you look at, of course, it's always going to be something that's going to do it, but there's more saturation and more competition on the email marketing game than the cold calling game. Especially in Norway, which is our country where we have the most amount of clients, and that's going to be naturally where we're going to be doing most of our input, most of our focus through DMs, email, and cold calling. Right? So this is something that we've just added on. So we currently now have 3 cold callers in our team calling potential e-commerce brands, info products, people running info products and online coaching businesses. And this has been working very, very well. Quick calls, 2 to 4 minute calls. Keep it short, keep it simple. See if they actually need our service. Call them up, tailor the specific solution and just for the specific needs on exactly what they want. If they say yes, they say yes. If they say no, they say no. That's it, right? And it's all about input. If you can do more than your competitors, then you're ultimately gonna win. And what we see in Scandinavia is that, and especially in Norway, that nobody's doing cold call, or at least very, very few. So doing something that is not that saturated will actually help you, because if you're doing cold outbound through email, it's gonna work very, very well. But you have to remember, you're basically competing against everybody else. You're competing against Timmy in his mom's basement, and you're also competing against billion-dollar companies. So you're always competing towards a lot of people. So there's a lot of competition there, reaching out to these same leads that we're ultimately going for. But what we do a little bit different in our cold email campaigns is that we have manual lead scrapers finding more rare leads. And what we see with a lot of other marketing agencies is that they buy lead lists, they buy leads from softwares and so on, and that hasn't been doing very well for us, because ultimately that's going to be the same emails that everybody else is going to connect with and contact, and we're not going to do that. We're going to have more rare leads that actually fit our direct ICP, our direct ideal customer profile. But yeah, that's the third thing, that's cold calling. And the last thing is going to be organic and referrals. So currently we've been running, and I've been also been posting a lot on YouTube, for example, posting a lot on Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter, and so on. or X, as it's now called. Basically, posting more content, the more valuable content about the exact things that we're doing, the exact services that we're actually providing, and we're actually seeing a lot of progress there as well. It's a slow progress, it's a slow start, absolutely. Even like I'm not getting millions and millions of views here, but it's a great start. We're actually getting a few referrals as well. So from other clients, basically referring us to other clients, and I would say that organic and referrals, those are always going to be the best clients, always going to be the biggest clients, always going to be the strongest clients, the clients that is going to stay for a very long time, because it's basically if your best friend is referring you to somebody else, you're gonna ultimately believe that your best friend, right? So you're basically gonna be very, very your trust with the exact new client, the new interview that you're gonna do, because your best friend referred them to you. You're gonna be you're gonna trust them like it's your best friend because they refer them, and that's exactly where we're gonna focus, right? Organic and referrals, because that brings us the absolute best clients. It brings us clients that stays for the longest time. And this is giving us ultimately around 1 to 2 meetings per week at the moment, but this is currently scaling very, very much. Last month, for example, we had 5 meetings a week just from referrals, and also through organically, we're doing around 2 meetings per week. I would say around that area, 2-3 meetings per week. If we're looking at our tracking sheet, if we're looking at our sales sheet, it's around 2-3 meetings per week that comes from organic and referrals as well. And this is exactly what we want to do better. This is exactly why I'm posting more. This is exactly why I'm posting more organic content, because it gives clients time to go over and see your content. Who is this person? How is the business working? How is the business operating? So the potential clients can look over your content, can look over a bunch of hours of your content before they actually make a decision. So when they book a call, they've already made the decision, because they watched everything from you. They know exactly how you think, how you speak, how your vision, what is your goal, and who you are actually going to help and how you're actually going to do it. And this is the people that are going to stay with you for the longest time, and it's going to be ultimately the easiest people to close as well, because they're already very interested, right? And they know exactly what to talk about or where to proceed. And these are the exact client acquisition systems that we have set up right now. And what are the next steps? What am I going to do to scale? So if we're booking around 60 to 70 meetings every single month, let's say, I'm going to give you a number of that area, and we're closing around 18 to 25% of our clients every single month. My then next goal is very, very simple. How can I 2x that input? How can I 10x that input? How can I go from 70 meetings to 140 meetings, for example, and keep the same closing rate, right? How can I tailor my solution even better to our new potential clients? How can we even provide an even better service? So every time when I wake up, I write down my exact goals. So every time I write down my goals, I know exactly what my goals are, I know exactly how many meetings I need to set, I know exactly how many clients I need to close every single month to reach my goal. But every time before I even get started on getting and looking towards new clients, I always look towards my own clients. Always make sure that my clients are getting the best results, getting the best service, getting the best communication, that is sorted first. If you're not delivering the best results for your clients right now, do not even think about getting more clients. You're not even ready for it. You don't even have capacity for it, right? So you always have to have capacity. You always have to make sure that every client that you ever have, that they're getting the best service, best solution, best thing they've ever gotten. You need to think like that before you even go into closing many clients. So before you even think about getting more clients, you need to perfect your service. Make sure your clients are happy, 100% happy. If not, you have work to do. You have work to do. You have unfinished business to work on. And then, but after you've done that, you can look in towards getting many clients. But you need to set up clear systems around it. You're going to see that you can't do this alone. So, for example, my goal now is to get more appointment setters, get more qualified, quality appointment setters, get more cold callers, so we can basically do more cold calling per day, so we can set more calls per day, right? Make more organic content, post more on YouTube, post more on LinkedIn, post more on X, post more on YouTube Shorts, post more on TikTok. be on every platform. You have to be omni-channel present. This is what you have to do. If you want to build your personal brand, if you want to build your business, this is exactly what you have to do. So basically doing more of what is working, doing it better, and then start to think new, all right? But even before you start to think new, you have to do more and better, all right? So do more. We're going to be getting more cold callers into our business. We're going to be calling. We're going to be training them better. We're going to be training them more. We're going to be making sure that they're more confident in their call, making sure that they're perfecting their scripts, that they can scale and book more meetings and close, so we can close more clients and make sure that we're hitting the right ICP, getting the best amount of leads and so on. And if we're doing 1,000 emails per day, we're going to be looking on how we can do 2,000 emails per day. How can we get 2,000 leads that we contact every single day? How can we set up the right systems? So we need more lead scrapers. We need more, maybe another inbox manager that can handle all the lead flow that's coming through, because it's going to be very many messages that is coming through with people that are interested, people that are not interested, people that are interested, not interested, that want more information about us. So you constantly need to follow up with them. So make sure that we have the right systems for it. More lead scrapers, another inbox manager, push through more emails, right? And also get more appointment setters through LinkedIn, making sure that we're tailoring our specific message for that specific need, making sure that we're reaching out to new potential clients every single day, and more input, 10x more input, better messages, more specific to every single potential client. So we're getting the best clients in the game, getting the biggest clients in the game, and we're also getting the clients that stay with us for the longest amount of time. So ultimately, it's all about doing more of what is working. 10x the input. What you're doing right now, if you're doing 100 messages every single day, if you're doing 100 cold callers every single day, how can you do 1,000? You need people around you to help you. You need to set up the right systems for it. Doing more of what is working, doing it better also, making sure you're training the people around you very well, making sure you're perfecting the script, making sure you're perfecting your communication calls, your communication through your cold calls, so making sure you're perfecting the scripts, the messages, how you follow up, what information you have, your references, your case studies, making sure you're perfecting your content, making sure that you're creating the best content ever. And then also, third option is always going to be, can you think about new things? Can you innovate, right? Do more of what is working, do it better, so you set up the right systems around it, and then try to think about new things, innovating. If you have the right systems to scale, you've outsourced everything, delegated everything. This gives you time as a business owner, as a CEO, to innovate and think about new things. And if you can spend all day, every day, thinking about new things, about the market and what the market actually needs, and you have systems in place that take care of the rest, that is where you're going to scale. Do more of what is working, do it better, and start to think about new things.